Hello, Scorpio. Sunlight is peeking through, so pardon all the lines and the all the brightness and all the things. I don't have a curtain at this window or even a blind, so it just beautiful nature right there at its finest. So we're just gonna roll with it as it comes in. So Scorpio, welcome back to Path Enlightenment Tarot. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you to everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, commented, made personal donations to the channel. Those of you that have booked personal reads, I am back on to do readings this week. Definitely feeling better than I was, so thank you for your love and support. As always, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So Scorpio, your weekly read, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Just take it for what it is. Whatever is coming through to you, that's the most important thing, right? Whatever you know to be true is what Spirit is saying. I got the chills. Scorpio, this week is about your perseverance, your apathy. I don't know if apathy is the right word, Scorpio, but let's see what comes up here. The lighting is messing with my head. All right, Scorpio, let's get down to it here. See what's going on for the Scorpio collective this week. Spirit. Scorpio, the Sun card. There is no more beautiful card in the deck, in any deck, but the Sun card. Check that out. 18 in this deck, which in the original tarot is actually Sun and the debilitated discomfort card, Scorpio. That's interesting. Do you not know how to be happy? Do you not know how to be happy? What I was saying is the Sun card in the original Rider-Waite is 19, the Moon is 18. Spirit pointing that out to me immediately, and as I was doing some things last evening for myself, those two cards came out specifically, the Sun and the Moon together. So I'm going to tell you there is clarity, and I think you're getting clarity around certain things, whether this is home, stability, second house, or resources. So that's Taurus energy in this particular deck. Check out your second house placements if you have them. Money of abundance, Spirit is, listen, you've got some divine blessings. I feel like by the third week of September, and welcome to September, right? You're going to see a lot of things beginning to materialize is what I'm hearing from Spirit here. And Virgo, this is going to be about you. Oh, Scorpio, Virgo Digest, where here we are in Virgo season, Pluto rebirth, Scorpio. This is setting you up for long-term future. This is life, legacy, talking about the Ten of Pentacles. There's something here that is, again, I keep hearing Spirit saying materializing. It is the sweetness of life. Like, you think about taking a bite out of the apple. Some of you could be traveling to New York, speaking of that. Some of you could have ties to New York as well. Stock markets, stock exchanges as well. I don't know what's going on in the big world, big picture, because I pretty much stay tuned out of that. But you're going to start to see your money growing. You ever see those machines like at the arcades where they've got the quarters or whatever, and that one quarter makes all the other quarters fall into, your little bucket there for you? There's something about that. Maybe you're playing those kind of games. I don't know. But everything is starting to stack up. It's almost like you're building, Spirit, you are building long-term wealth, vastness. And Spirit's saying majority. They're using the term majority, so I'm not quite sure what that's telling of. But there's something this week here, Scorpio, that if you're standing in your power, you're going to be able to do this. Now, with this debilitated and discomfort card, though, this week is telling me this means you have to make some changes. You're going to have to make changes. It may require extra work, extra sacrifice this week. 9 and 5, you got 2 9s here, so that's about you changing the way that the story unfolds moving forward, right? 9s are endings. 4, foundations. 6, that's the past, right? We think about like the 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, what's equal, balance. So you're trying to find balance in whatever it is that is trying to materialize for you this week. And I'm going to tell you, if you stay, Spirit is saying, if you're positive attitude, Scorpio, like beat yourself over the head this week with fucking positivity. Do the things, because this abundance is coming in for you. And I will tell you too, and I'm going to say to you, for some of you, not all of you though, Spirit is telling me to tell you that remember that abundance runs in different forms. Like, I keep seeing the color green, and you think green, like I'm thinking like luck of the Irish. Somebody could be Irish. But it's like, think about like St. Patty's Day if you celebrate that. but it's green, it's prosperity, it's abundance, it's luck. It's Spirit's also saying recovery after maybe a difficult period of time financially or materially. Scorpio, something is really getting right, it's engaging itself right now for the long term for you, and this is going to be a really big deal. But Spirit is asking you with this debilitated and discomfort, it's like a feedback. Spirit's like, if you think about it, if you're looking in a mirror and you're looking at yourself, the feedback of what you get from yourself. So this is also like maybe you even kind of being your own, like playing devil's advocate kind of thing, but Spirit's wanting you to stay in a positive and optimistic light this week around what you are building. For some of you, it may not be money. Maybe it's home. Maybe it's a home project. Maybe it's personal development. For some of you, it could be all of the things, right? So Spirit is just saying, like, be ready. Like, this is your week to kind of like get on your A game. This is your week to step into this light for yourself. This is the week where you start to see what the long-term picture is going to look like. And, you know, and I've kind of made my jokes, like, I don't think Mercury retrograde ever fucking left, right? There's that. But there is also, like, you know, we're moving into the full moon. Was it next week? Next week. I can't even remember the dates right now. No, it's next week, the week of the 9th. But that's going to be the full moon in Pisces, right? Yeah, Virgo and Pisces. It's going to be that full moon. What was going on back in Pisces season, right? 6 month loops. But this is the beginning of something. It's the beginning of the end of that chapter, but the beginning of something really amazing for you. This is where you start to really invest in the hard work and no longer, Spirit also saying, no longer creating your own blockages. So you could have been standing in your own way. You still could be this week going, I need to do this thing. I don't want to do this thing. Like, I can procrastinate myself on shit around the house all the time. And I'm like, the dishes will be there tomorrow, right? Picking and choosing. But this week, Scorpio, I would say to you, it's time to get your ass motivated. It's time to do something, because it's almost like the sun came down and beamed you. Like, you've been appointed this week, Scorpio, to do these things. And Spirit wants to co-create with you. They want to do all the things with you, but they need you to also be on board. So I hope that's making sense the way I'm explaining that to you right off the bat. So with that, let's get an overriding energy here to go with this, Spirit, and then we're going to get you guys the days of the week. And hope y'all, if you're in the U.S., I hope you had a safe and happy Labor Day. You enjoyed a 3-day weekend encounter. Scorpio, this is like going from absolutely nothing to going to absolutely everything. Like, and for some of you, this could feel like overnight. Okay, it could feel like overnight. I do think for some of you, you could be meeting somebody that helps you take that nothingness into something far more apparent for you. Like, you're leaving behind lies, illusions, delusions, snakes in the grass, right? Like, there's an exit door to a life that you once held. And I'm going to tell you, like, pay attention this week. You know, you think about, like, if you go outside into a field or something and the grass is high, there could be snakes in that field, right? And here it is. There could be, if we're going to talk specifically in terms of the card, there could be snakes in that field. And on the other side of this is clown. You walk through that field, you're taking a chance if you can't see, right? If you can't see what's underneath your feet. Scorpio, I'm going to tell you, take the chance. And that sounds a little strange the way I'm saying that, because me personally, I'm not a fan of snakes. That's just me. But it's like, take that walk right now. Take that journey. Take that trip into the sun, because you've got 2 cards here with the sun sticking out, Scorpio. You know, not everybody, and I've said it a million times before, and I'm going to say it a million times again, I'm sure of it. Not everybody's going to be fucking happy for you. Not everybody is going to feel the way that you feel about things when you do feel good. Okay, I'm going to tell you that, right? Like, we've had that conversation a million times. But this is your blank canvas, Scorps, to do what you want to do for yourself. Now, this performance, and it's almost like somebody, Scorpio, looking at you and going, I'm not done with you yet. I'm not done with you yet. There's something about that too. You've always got somebody or something in the background, eyeballs on you, right? A mask in a situation too could be falling off. Like you're starting to realize this person or this situation too, Scorpio, this week, they may not be super close to you. I feel like you've already kind of put them in a box in the past. So this could be like a family member or something like that, where you've already kind of segregated them in a sense from your life as it is, but you're kind of observing them. There's something about you that's changing, that they may kind of look at this precariously and go, oh, here goes Scorpio again. Fuck them. You guys know how I am here. Like, fuck them. It doesn't matter what they have to say. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's see. All right, let's just get into it. Let's get into the days of the week this week, Scorpio. Spirit for Scorpio this week. And we'll go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then grab something for the weekend. And then, of course, you'll get your weekend read. So, for Scorpio, I said the 6, right? 6 of Pentacles specifically. There it is with the Lovers, choices. But you know what? This is also partnership. Spirit's giving me 2 stories to that. So, partnership that is equal, balanced, or reciprocal. But also the choices and the investments in which you are making this week are about what's going to give back to you. For Tuesday, we've got the Magician and the Queen of Swords. Scorpio, you're on your A game. Underlying that, the 7 of Cups. You may have a lot of things to sort through or sift through this week. Get to it. Like, this is a week of like motivation, and I've actually personally felt that in general when I look at these cards, it is time to get motivated. You know, again, using myself as the example is, you know, you all are aware that I've had some health issues and whatnot, and the fatigue has been a real struggle. But look at this, the Page of Swords. You know, you could be coming out of that, right? Getting clarity around certain things. You've got the 4 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. Learning, student, right? Learning some new skill sets as well, but also being able to decipher what is the best options for you, or what are the best options for you moving forward. For Wednesday this week, Knight of Wands. You've got something coming in for you. Ooh. Is this after a period of rest? The Devil. Scorpio, Wednesday could be a day, of recovering and healing after, I could say, addictions, toxicities, feeling without, you pouring into things that are going to be beneficial to you as an overall, but you're moving in. It's almost like somebody else too, if not just your inner self, your higher self, is rushing to meet you in clarity. So I feel like this is an internal shift more than it is anybody else, but also somebody else coming in, understanding the healing, the resting, the changes that you're making. But we're going to clarify that Knight of Wands. So for Thursday, Spirit for Scorpio this week, for Thursday, High Priestess comes out sideways, the Page of Pentacles. Scorpio, somebody's revealing something here. There's something starting to show up again. Page of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Cups after the 8 of Cups. Something starting to show itself as, like, it's almost like you're looking, Scorpio, you tend to be a very reliable and loyal sign to a fault, right? As you are you. But it's almost like somebody is understanding the, I don't want to call it it's not a desperation coming from you this week, but you're serious about, like, when you say I'm going to do something, right? You talk the talk, you walk the walk. That's helping to bring down barriers around you. This is going to be a potential. I'm going to tell that to you right now. This is potential because it's going to require your personal investment of yourself to make these things happen, right? You've always got free will to do whatever you want to do, but it's going to require you to also do the work. So there's something to that, but it's starting to bring down some type of barrier on Thursday. For Friday, Spirit for Scorpio, Star comes out sideways. I just heard you're almost there. King of Wands, King of Pentacles. You're almost there. What is this? Scorpio, someone is watching you. You could feel like you're going through a little bit of a period of adversity. Pay attention to your dreams. You could have a message coming through to you in dreams. Someone could almost I don't want to call it telepathically communicating with you, but it also feels like to me, like they could have a thought and you wake up to that thought. Like, and you're like, well, that's not my thought, or it could be, but it's like you're feeling it, you're seeing it, you're sensing it. Like you could be picking up on other people's emotions or their thought process, or what the stability of something brings, or the passion for something brings. Like you're like at a tipping point with whatever this is. This could be work, this could be love, this could be family, this could be, you know, your fucking dog and cat, whatever. But you're at a tipping point here, Scorpio, and like Spirit keeps just showing me that star as it came out sideways, just flipping upright. It's like all of a sudden everything locks into place. Like everything just flips in a positive way. I just, you know, that High Priestess and the star, it's like it's almost there, like so close you can taste it, kind of thing. And that King of Pentacles and the Knight of, or the King of the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. I actually kind of like those two energies because it's a go-getter, right? The King of Pentacles is stable, grounded, resourceful, makes good choices. I said about the material side of things, right? Things are materializing. And then that King of Wands is putting it into action, Scorpio. So you could just be actioning your long-term investments, but I also feel like you've got supportive energies around you. The weekend, Two of Pentacles, you could be doing some juggling, Justice, but it is gonna balance out. Something is gonna balance out here. The Two of Pentacles, the Justice card with the Two of Wands, because there's new choices on the horizon. The Emperor, the Two of Wands, the Tower, Scorpio, Three of Cups, fucking Ten of Pentacles, Judgment. This week, I won't say that these choices make or break you, but I will say this to you, that this determines how quickly will you always have another chance to get it right? Sure. You can change your mind. This is all about your mindset this week. You could change your mind at any given point to do things better tomorrow or today than you did yesterday or today. But it's like through the wisdom of what you've learned, Seven of Pentacles, you've realized what you've invested in the past that hasn't been substantial enough to hang on to. This week is going to be about you putting in the work, because when you do, that Tower to me is a good thing. Like you're going to feel personal empowerment. There's going to be cause for celebration. Ten of Pentacles, happy home, happy life, all the things. You're on, when I say a breakthrough, I mean a fucking breakthrough, Scorpio. You're this close to a massive breakthrough on things. And I feel like people in the past have lied to you, maybe even downplayed your abilities, didn't hear you, didn't listen to you, made you feel trapped. And it's almost like they're in this empty room. Like I'm looking at the snake and it's like this empty room of like, where did Scorpio go? They got out. How'd the fucking door get open? How did they get out? How did they get out of this? Scorpio, I feel like you've bypassed those situations. You're out the door, and it's like, you know, you see these fucking movies and someone gets stuck or trapped or abducted or whatever it is, and they finally get out the door and they're standing at the door going, okay, do I go left or do I go right? Deer caught in the headlights, which, oh my God, where do I go? Like, Scorpio, you're outside of that door now. You have the freedom. And I don't think you've had that freedom maybe your entire life. And now you're like, now what do I do with it? What direction do I go? Scorpio, dream the biggest fucking dream possible. Because it's coming. But you have to be a co-creator with Spirit to make it happen. You can wish all you want to, right? You can say all the prayers you want to. But if you just sit at home and you do nothing, you're going to get more nothing. And that nothingness card actually showed up when I was shuffling. I had reconcile and nothingness. To lean back into, I don't say lean back into things, because this isn't the same old shit, different day, Scorpio. This is a different life. That chapter, this new chapter has opened, but it's either you lean into that or you lean into nothing. So, you know, no pressure, Scorps. But this week is going to be about your perseverance at the end of the day. Or in this case, the end of the week, whichever. All right, let's get down to it here, Scorpio. Let's see for today, for Tuesday, the Magician, the Queen of Swords, I do feel like you're much clearer headed than you have been. You've got all the tools. You've got double spirit. You've got double the swords. Scorpio, you know, your words could really, today or even just this week in general, could really create a sting to people, because it's like you may not be fully aware, and I don't think you have been in a while, of exactly where every air, as I say that, there comes air sign. I'm going to take that card. Cycles. You're cycling out of a negative headspace, or trying to anyhow. But the things that you say could come across kind of cutting. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this is a fated change for you, because you're moving into honeymoon, commitment, hot health. Like you're breaking up with the things in your life that have not served your higher good. But the way that you're coming across is very articulate, very calculated, in a positive way, right? The Magician, he's got to be able to use all the tools in the chest, and he needs to be able to think, you know, work on it, make the action, or take the action, and then pour his emotions and his passion into that. And I do feel like the clarity comes in with this, with spirits, like arms wide open, like Creed. I don't even know. Actually, I seen the thing on that song this morning, so I don't know. Maybe that holds significance to you for some reason. Welcome to this place. I'll give you everything. Arms wide open. I can't remember the words to it now. I'll show you everything. Scorpio, you got something really positive transpiring. You could, and I'm going to even say, if you've got air placements, sun or moon, so if you're here as a Gemini, we'll say, with a Scorpio moon, very heavy for you, and same vice versa, right? So there's something about that. But it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like the clouds are clearing, the difficulties are over. It's almost like you're breaking up with a bad version of yourself. Knowing the things, it's the things that need to end, Scorpio, and you know this. Like, you really do know this, and there's something around the clarity of that coming in likely today. And I would say this isn't just a one-off thought. This is something that's going to carry with you, so you could start to see things kind of making more sense, and then tethering together a plan, you know, actioning that Knight of Wands coming in on Wednesday as to what you need to do and where you're going to go with that. So I do, excuse me, I got the hiccups this morning. I like that energy for you very, very much. So let's see what else for today, Spirit. You're weaving in your, look at this, wisdom. That apple, again, there's something about apples. Apples, they're high fiber. Maybe you're eating more apples. Maybe you need to eat more apples. Wisdom, death, sexuality, and joy. Scorpio, your spirit, A game, A, apple, right? You could be downloading apps and things like that too to help keep you on track with things as well. But this is about look, Scorpio, immortality. After I can't make it up if I fucking wanted to, Scorpio. When you're looking at this, like, it's like I said, it's like you're doing this battle with yourself, right? There's the shadow side of who you are. You're remembering the things that kind of left you out in the cold, right? The things that were just, I mean, look at that card. It's fucking miserable. Like, who wants to be there? Immortality and finances, Scorpio. Your money is going to improve. You're going to rise. So if you've been having issues around money, you're learning. You're learning about things. And again, you're building long-term foundations, Spirit saying, for vibrational purpose. AA is here, right? Like, you know, I don't ever mean to trigger anybody if I do, but listen, this is real fucking life. There's drugs, there's alcohol, there's abuse, there's all the fucking things, right? So to me, if I kept quiet about that and didn't bring those things up, it might trigger people, but it's triggering you to do more for yourself at the end of the day. But those, you know, AA, maybe some of you are, you know, taking classes or going to groups, or, you know, if that's your thing, and, you know, think about too, not just that, but what AA stands for you. You know, A+, like, were you getting A grades in school? Shit like that, right? It could be absolutely anything, but that's what Spirit's giving me. Scorpio, immortality a second time. That is, you know, I could say rising from the ashes. You are the phoenix, and you fucking know that. And I think, what was it, last week, maybe? Your weekly was like Immortal You or something like that is how I think I titled it. Like, you are beyond, and I don't say this in a callous manner, but like the things that were holding you back in a low vibration, you are above that now. Another A, above that. You are above those places and those people and those things. And I don't mean that in like a condescending manner to anybody else, but the vibration, either you're here or you're here, right? Like it's either up or down. You're choosing to take, Scorpio, the high road. And again, as I say that, I think that also came out in one of your reads. It's just really important, I feel like, that you understand what that represents to you. And for so many of you out there, it's hard for me to narrow that down specifically, but do know that you are diplomatically saying the things this week too that needs to be said. Like you're getting very, I don't want to say serious, but you stand on business this week. You're standing on business this week. What else? This Scorpio, the star in the upright. Like you see the vision, you see the long-term vision, you see the Ace of Swords. I'm telling you, strength behind that. The Lovers, this is going to be all about your conscious choices this week. You know, you see the big picture. And by, the end of this week, you're like, I'm halfway there. I'm not even halfway, Spirit corrected me, 3/4 of the way there. That fucking close, Scorpio. Like, you're right there. Like, you have learned what you want by what you learned via what you didn't want. So whether this is work, money, love, probably love, Scorpio. Opening your heart space, your passions, your joys, the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups after the Five of Cups. Two of Wands. So, and I feel like this is being offered to you specifically maybe on Wednesday, the way this feels, because it's being given. There's the Star. You've got the Knight of Wands leaning into that, the Ace of Cups. There's a gift in this for you, Scorpio, that you need to be ready to embrace. Because it's coming in, and it may almost flip, Spirit is saying overnight that it just takes a quick turn, okay? So Tuesday, intuition. You know this is coming. Spirit said it's almost like the rain clouds are going up instead of coming down for a change. It's funny they say it like that. You knew something. You know something. And you know that it's coming. Give it time. This is almost like, oh my God, some cutesy little story. I'm going to open up your heart, Scorpio. There it is. You always get that card with this deck. The comforts, the love, but you ever see one of those little stupid rom-coms and they're like, they send their doggy in with a love note? Alice, will you be my wife? Something silly like that. But it's kind of like, again, that pets card is another one that always comes out for you. It's laying here on the bottom. Your pets could, Spirit is saying be on to something as well. But I feel like it's not in a watch your back, keep an eye on the door kind of thing. It feels positive. Some of you could be working with pets. Like that becomes the intuitive part of you when you're connecting with pets. So you could be spending some time with them. But it's about the comfort of, right? And animals are extremely intuitive. They have a natural instinct to know what they need to do. And I do feel like, with that being said, Scorpio, this Knight of Wands does not feel like your energy to me. This is like somebody coming to you going, I know what I need to do, and I need to do it now. Someone's got a truth. Liar in the reverse. Divorce card, experiencing a breakup. Earth sign, you could be dealing with an earth sign, somebody that you let go of. But here's the thing. I don't think that for the vast majority of you, this is like somebody coming back out of the past per se. For some of you, it could be. But this is like you already knew something, and it's like something that cannot be, it cannot be ignored. It's been around, maybe habits or ideas, like you're making, again, this is about you driving change this week, Scorpio. Someone is, again, I said, it's like somebody's watching you stand on business this week. Like when Scorpio says what they say, they mean it. When they do what they do, they mean it. There is something that somebody's like, let me see you through that. Let me help you get through. Let me be your purpose almost. I don't know how else to explain that, Scorpio, on Wednesday, but it holds great weight in whatever this is. Spirit's just saying that you're going to understand it. If it's for you, you're going to understand it. What else with this on Wednesday? This Knight of Wands. Talent. I'm telling Scorpio, somebody sees you. They see you just outshining. Like it's just who you are. It's what you do. You know, you could have gone through a period of just, I don't want to call it laziness. I don't feel like it's laziness, Scorpio. It just feels like you may be beating yourself up on certain levels, trying to filter through things, and almost, I see this greed card as you almost like trying to protect yourself. Scorpio, you may have been in protection mode, but it's like you're starting to like understand your gifts, your abilities, what you bring to the table. Like there's I'm telling you, somebody understands something, Scorpio, about what it is to have you there. I'm trying to find the words. Like, I have the feeling that Spirit's bringing that to me, but how to put that into words. Scorpio Spirit says, how sad the world would be without you. Like, you're holding great significance in people's lives right now, more than you know. 3 of Cups, I'm telling you, King of Wands, somebody is looking at you. 10 of Cups, Scorpio, Page of Swords. This is a learning process. 7 of Swords, or 7 of Pentacles to the Page of Swords. Someone is learning your process this week. Someone is understanding the deeper parts of you and how you operate. Other people around you could be seeing you operating very differently. Some people are going to go, Scorpio, you deserve the world, and other people are going to be like, you're a bitch. Surprise, surprise, right? You, again, Scorpio, I would just reiterate to you 1,000 times over, you're not going to make everybody happy. And that's okay. Those who matter don't mind. For Thursday, this High Priestess coming out sideways, Spirit. Let's clarify, communicate. Telling you got some things coming in here, Scorpio. You really do. And again, that High Priestess sideways and that intuition on Wednesday, there, you know that something is closing out. There's a cycle. There could be a very, I'm going to say, a very beautiful conversation around the home as well. Finding like something, Scorpio, this week is almost like I don't want to call it a setup, but it's, again, everything is locking into place, and I think you're just going to continue to see this probably for the next 3 weeks to maybe even 3 months for some of you, where this is just the beginning of this new story. When we talk, some of you could be writing a book, but to me, Scorpio, this isn't so much you writing a book, and again, it could be, but this is about you writing your new story. There's something about that just is, Spirit is saying, is highlighted, because again, this is you figuring things out about yourself. And as I say that, there comes the sexuality card. Someone is still figuring themselves out, literally. I just said it, and there it is. You're figuring things out about you, but I also feel like other people are figuring things out about you as well. And it's making you stand out from a lot of things. It's like people, how many times have we met people in our lives that would say something and then do the opposite? Like, again, when you say it, maybe you have a bit of hesitancy, maybe you're not 100% sure, you're trying to figure it out, but you're working your way through it. Some people never get past it coming out of their mouth or even the thought, but you are being seen as working through it. Hug, comfort, care, closeness. It's amazing to me, Scorps, like, you are leaning into the light. You are leaning into the light of the sun. You're asking for more and validating your experiences because you want to do better. You want to feel better. You know what? Here's the thing. You know what your key problem is, and whatever it is, whatever that blockage has been for you, you know exactly what it is. You've got the astrological alignment, Spirit is saying, and I don't even know what the fuck's going on totally in the astrology, to get past a core problem for yourself that benefits your entire life as a whole. Okay, I want you to understand that. And some days may be easier. It could be a mindset. It could be something you're eating. It could be the story you tell yourself about yourself. 9 of Swords, 2 of Swords. Like, how do I get out of this? You're getting out of it. It's fated and destined. This sexual, or where was it? One said about fated and destined events. I don't even know where it went to. Wheel of Fortune, Scorpio. The alignment for you. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius is here. Three of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Empress. You've got 73, 73. 73 could be an important number. You could be 73 or 37 years old. What do these four break down to? Is a 10. 10, 10. And what comes with that? The Fool. It's a brand new journey. I told you, this is you writing a new story, Scorpio. A life, Spirit saying a life of purity. Seven of Wands to the Empress. I almost feel like you've gone back and forth around something. Like, again, this is trying all these different things and seeing. It's like throwing spaghetti at a wall and seeing what sticks. There comes the Ace of Pentacles out of the deck on its own. This is a brand new beginning. Material success, abundance, growth, happiness, emotional fulfillment, all the things this week. This message is a little all over the place, but yet it comes in. I'm going to still say to you very clearly, Page of Swords, you're learning. You're learning new objectives this week for yourself. You are you're ambitious. You're ambitious this week. Yet another A. The Star sideways on Friday for Scorpio. Move on comes out sideways, Spy. Someone's got eyeballs on you, Scorpio. But I also feel like not only that, you are investigating a way of life that is worth living too. Like, it's like when I've said to you in the past, like, you can live or you can exist, but do you live every day? Scorpio, this is going to be a life worth living. And this week, whatever these opportunities are that are presenting themselves and they want you to, Spirit wanting you to co-create with this, do it. Do the things. That divorce card, I'm going to declare, that keeps popping out here, Scorpio. Divorce is a split up. It's a break. It's, you know, experiencing a Spirit saying a withdrawal from things, right? You're withdrawing your energy from things. That in itself, right? There could be an energetic breakup with people, places, things. Man, it just feels like to me like you've taken a collection, Eight of Pentacles, you're working on this, of the things that are important to you, or the people that are important to you, or the home things that are important to you, and you're going, this is what I need to keep. Everything else has got to go. You could be breaking up with fucking shit you've had in your house for 30 years, and you're like, it's got to go. Like, I'm done. I'm purging, right? But this is something that you have worked on, and Spirit is saying now you're working through it. Now, after the Eight of Swords, there's ambition. There is a little bit of fire in your belly. You're thinking about the potential and the opportunities. The dog's losing her shit out there, so pardon the howling. But you know, like, you've already planted a lot of seeds, Scorpio, to build up to positive things. And they're on the horizon. Like, they're right there. There's like this, I just shuffled and there's the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom again. You're doing the work. I said it the whole time. You've just got to put in the work this week. You have to meet Spirit where they're willing to meet you. For Friday for Scorpio. Independent, riding, curious, hope, drink, Scorpio. Friday is going to lead you into feeling very comfortable in your skin, Spirit is saying. It is going to, like, if you get through this week and you keep hope in your heart, fire in your belly, and keep your soul in alignment with Spirit, like, expect nothing but beautiful things. And I promise you, I am not sitting here blowing smoke up your ass. I'm not going, oh, you know, watch this video, Scorpio. Like, I say this in the most, am I happy you're here? Abso-fucking-lutely. Without you, I couldn't do what I do. But I'm not going to tell you something to sell a view. It either resonates or it doesn't. It's either what Spirit gives me or it's not. Like, I'm not going to give you some bullshit. So if this resonates with you, you know damn well what you need to do. And I'm telling you, you're going to celebrate your successes. You're going to feel better about life as a whole. And I feel like every day this week, Scorpio, there's a win, there's a positive attitude. There's a reason to continue to overcome any residual challenges that exist in your world. Friday, Spirit. King of Swords, Four of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. It's like you're letting something get Queen of Wands, Scorpio. So, when I tell you, King of Swords to me is you. You're going from the Queen to the King from Tuesday to Friday. Like, any questions you've had, you know what's worth hanging on to and what's worth letting go, and who you want to work with and be a part of, and what you can build. Some of you could be making blueprints or plans to building something. You're also watching the way that other people are working around you, Scorpio. But someone's got somebody else around you too also has this very intuitive nature about them. And they're seeing where you've lacked and what you want to create. Like it's such a unique energy. It's almost like they're almost like a guardian to you, Scorpio. I don't know if this is a person in the physical world. Spirit said for most of you it is. But there's somebody around you who, Scorpio, be a little quirky, gets off on watching you do good. Who the fuck would have ever thought Scorpio would ever have somebody who makes them happy to see Scorpio doing well? But there is a specific person who's like very down to earth, strong-willed themselves, who's watching you build something from the ground up, or they're watching you continue to build with this Eight of Pentacles on everything that you've already done. They're championing for you. They're supportive of you. And Spirit's like, listen, you've got the one thing, Scorpio, you're an overthinker. You take action, you do the things. You will build. But the fact that I keep seeing this open your heart card, Scorpio, that's the key component here for you. Here you are, a water sign with all the emotion. That's the key component for you, is to open up that heart space. And if you've already done that, or you're feeling that, there's more to come. Like there's more to this that brings more to the surface in the long term for you, that represents success and stability and structure and good things. Like, feel good. Like, you got the feel good feels this week, Scorpio, and it's like you may have just these few lingering things that are like, I need to get this or that, or I need to be this person or that person in these situations. Scorpio, you're very much on your business this week, in your own right, in your own ways, with your own specific situations, and you've got onlookers. You've got people watching you make moves, and they see this grace about you, even when things don't quite make sense. It's a very unique energy. I don't think I've ever seen this for you before, honestly. In regards to an overall for the weekend, confession. Someone's got something to tell you, Scorpio. They'll be back. Expect to give it time. Planting seeds of manifestation. There's a couple of things. The challenges. It's almost like somebody, Scorpio, could be you, is working through something to make adjustments. They're going to tell you something. They're planning on something. I feel like you both are. This could also be around work. You may hear of plans that are changing as well. This weekend you could have date night too. Getting ready to be wined and dined, Scorpio. Say yes. Whatever that means for you, say yes. Bridge the distance. Bridge the distance. There are some strong... There's a strong awareness, Scorpio, I think that you're having, and somebody else. That intuitive side of this is coming through. It's almost like you need stuff for dinner, right? Like, I don't know, let's say you're making meatballs. Actually, that's a great idea. I think maybe that's for dinner this week, meatballs. That sounds good. Thank you, Spirit, for I was thinking, what are we going to do for dinner this week? Well, meatballs. The little things, guys, right? But let's say you I don't know, you use breadcrumbs. And you're like, hey, I got these things going. Honey, can you keep an eye on this? And I've got to run down and grab breadcrumbs. And you dash out real quick. You're getting what you need from something or someone else. I feel like this is someone else, Scorpio, because I feel like you're hanging out in your space doing your thing. They run out to get the thing, and that puts it all together. Somebody's getting the thing, or getting the okay for the thing, or there's something about that comes in. But Spirit's telling me to tell you that it won't be long, whatever that means. It won't be long. So if you're waiting on something, Seven of Wands, it won't be long. Two of Pentacles are going, I told you, it's like a back and forth. Like, I got to run here to come back here, right? Four of Swords. There's something a brewing, Scorpio. There's something a brewing. Six of Pentacles. They want it to be fair and balanced. Page of Wands. They see the opportunity. There's some healing going on behind the scenes with whatever this is. But it's going to make a lot more sense to you in the long run, too. That it's going to be divinely timed. I work. So you could be working a lot. Someone else could be working a lot. Someone's got to surrender to something here as well to be able to give. You could feel a little alone for a minute. Like, again, it's like someone's got to leave to come back. Someone's got to leave to come back. They want to show up. You want to show up in the right form. You want to be your best self as well. Silence. What is this silence about, Spirit? When the world sleeps. Wow, what's that mean? When Spirit says, when the world sleeps, what is this? Someone's cleaning up something here, Scorpio. Somebody's doing some Judgment card comes out again. There's a conscious choice being made. Page of Pentacles sideways, the Six of Swords, Six of Cups, Ace of Cups, again, the Fool. Scorpio, this is... I'm going to tell you again, 3 weeks, Ace of Swords. There's a truth. Page of Swords, they're watching. Watching, they're deliberating. They're getting ready. There's a getting ready. Four of Swords. There's a little bit of healing. They're holding... Somebody's holding something back just a little bit. Whether this is a job, like they may not be telling you everything. They're telling you what you need right now, what you need to know. But there's a very... I don't want to call it heavy. It's just whatever the decisions this week, you or whomever you're dealing with are making, they're making them eyes wide open, heart wide open, conscious choices. That Lover's card from the start. They're nothing but conscious choices that harmonize life. Like no bullshit, no fucking around, like nothing. It's a week of conscious choices for you and everything that you do. I don't care if you're picking out fucking paint colors this week. It's not just, it's going, Scorpio, it's not even just surface level. It's not even just your intuition. It's calculation. It's, if I do this thing, what effect does it have on everything else? If I go there, what does that look like for all the ways? This isn't just a meandering thought. This is, I'm taking it so seriously, but with love and eyes wide open. Someone, Scorpio, you and other people both, I think, are making very deliberate decisions this week. And it's, Spirit, it's going to change the course of your life. If this is not yet on your timeline, this is coming. Expect this to play out over the next 3 weeks. Eclipse season. This is deliberate decisions, Scorpio. And Spirit, I'm like, best advice here, like I was going to pull cards, Spirit's like, best advice is, Scorpio, sit in those conscious decisions. Pay attention. And I don't really feel like you're overthinking too much this week. I think the overthinking's already been done. Now it's time to start taking baby steps. It's time to start climbing those steps. That's what this debilitated is. Now the work begins. Now the real effort steps up. You and others. It's a big deal, Scorps. Always, right? It's always a big deal. It's going to be a hell of a week, Scorpio. Mind over matter, head and heart aligned. Doing the things you know you need to do and whatever blockages that you've had. It's taming those internal devils. You've got this. I can't emphasize, Spirit keeps saying, it is a week of conscious choices. You decide where you fall on that. Free will is yours. Sending you love. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal reads, again, are open and available. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. The link for channel memberships is there also. I'm sending you so much love. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.